Hello students, in this video we shall discuss chapter number 15 verbs expressing the future. Now what do you understand by expressing the future? Future means something which is yet to happen, which has not yet happened but will happen in the future. Now starting with learning time, verb forms for the future. Let us discuss a few examples related to verb forms of the future. There are some examples of verb forms used to express the future. Be going to. I'm going to spend 2 weeks in the UK. Now, this you intend to. This is an intention. That means you intend to spend 2 weeks in the UK. You have still not gone to the UK. You are planning to go there in the future. Next example is of will. I'll be free for most of the summer. I I'll is the short form for I will. I will be free for most of the summer. This is in neutral future. That means you are suggesting that you will be free in future for summertime. Most of the time you will be free. Next is present continuous form of the future. I I am is a short form for I am. I am starting work in October. Now you have made an arrangement to start working in October. This is a arrangement for the future. Simple present. She finishes college in 2023. Now this is according to a set timetable for the future where you are stating that she will finish college in 2023. Will be doing. I'll means I will. I will be leaving in May in the course of events. That means you are talking about the events which have been planned for the future. So, according to that, you are saying I will be leaving in May. So, let us discuss all these forms in detail now. The uses of will. When do we use will and when do we use shall? It is a very important difference. We use will to say that we know or think about the future. When do we use will? When we know or we think about the future. We also use will for instant decision. Immediate or instant decisions use will. I am thirsty. I think I will have cold water. We must celebrate. I know we will have a party. I will have cheese pizza. We also use will to make an offer or to send an invitation. What do we use will for? Either to make an offer or to send an invitation. I will pay your college fees. I will make the tea now. So you are offering to make the tea and you are willing to pay the college fees. Next, uses of shall. You should remember, students, that we use shall for the future but only in the first person after I or we. Now, what do you understand by first person? First person is the person who is speaking. So, if I use the subject as I or we, then after that I use shall. I shall, we shall. Okay. We also use shall for offers and suggestions. Shall I pack your clothes for you? You are offering to help pack his clothes. Shall we all go out together? You are suggesting that shall we all go out together. So shall is used for either offering to help in future or for providing some suggestion. And it is also used after the first person I or we. Next, when do we use going to? We use going to indicate intention. What intention? I am going to learn French from tomorrow. I am going to learn French from tomorrow. You intend to. I intend to. That means I am going to learn French from tomorrow. I am going to visit her tonight. I am going to visit her tonight. That means you intend going to visit her tonight in the future. I am going to watch the next program. I intend to watch the next program. My intention in future is to watch the next program. He is not going to walk half a mile in this rain. He doesn't intend to walk half a mile in this rain. The children are going to make some paintings. The children intend making some paintings. So when do we use going to? We use it as an intention. Okay. Next, likelihood or probability. We use going to as a likelihood or probability. That means there is some probable chances of something happening in the future. What could it be? It is going to rain tonight. Okay. There is a probability or likelihood of it going to rain tonight. I think the weather is going to be nicer today. He is feeling terrible. He is going to be sick. How long is this shortage going to continue? These are all used in future when there is some likelihood or probability of a situation to happen in the future. In the future time when there is no reference to external conditions or circumstances. So, in what all cases we use going to? When there is an intention or a likelihood or probability or some future time. Now, in case of future time, how do we use going to? Mr. Mehta is going to be appointed the secretary of the club. Future time when there is no reference to external conditions or circumstances. I am going to narrate my personal experience to you. I am going to narrate my personal experience to you. Next, let us do a practice time. A. Complete the following sentences using will or going to. The first one has been done for you. Why are you turning on the television? I am going to watch the news. I intend to watch the news. Next. As you can see here, students, I am going to watch the news. I am going to watch the news. Oh, I just realized that I don't have any money. Well, don't worry, I will lend you some. I have a headache. Wait for a second and I will get an aspirin for you. I will get. Why are you filling that bucket with water? I am going to wash the car. I intend to wash the car. I've decided to paint this room. Oh, really? What color are you going to paint it? Where are you going? Are you going for shopping? Yes, I'm going to buy something for dinner. Are you going is the question here. So you will write, yes, I am going to buy something for dinner. Okay, so this is how you will do practice worksheet A. Now, learning time present continuous with a future meaning. The present continuous tense can be used to refer to the future. Present continuous tense. Now, whenever we use the word continuous, we add ing to the main verb. Okay, it shows that something is already decided and that usually a plan is made or arrangements are done. Now, the band is visiting Mumbai next May. Is visiting, that means is present tense, visiting present continuous tense. The band is visiting Mumbai next May. That means there is a reference to May in future, to the month of May in future. Okay, something which has already been decided is that next May the band is going to visit Mumbai and all arrangements or plans have been done. I am taking the train to Paris tomorrow. I am taking. I have decided to take the train to Paris tomorrow. Tomorrow means in future. So this is how you will understand present continuous tense in which there is a ing after the main verbs visit and take. Take becomes taking in continuous tense and visit becomes visiting in present continuous tense. Next, let us understand simple present tense with a future meaning. Simple present tense is used to make statements about events at a time later than now. Now, whatever the time is, later than now, some statements are made regarding the future. Then we use simple present tense when the statements are based on present facts and when these facts are something fixed like a timetable, schedule, or calendar. So, whenever there is something related in the future to a schedule or a timetable or a calendar, we use simple present tense. And in simple present tense, we simply write S after the main verb. The plane arrives at 1800 hours tomorrow. At 1800 hours is a timetable. Okay. So, according to this, the plane arrives is the correct form of the future tense meaning in simple present. What time does their flight to Goa leave? Now this is a schedule. According to schedule only the flights leave. So what time does do becomes does their flight to Goa leave? Now future continuous tense is denoting an action that will continue. What about the future continuous tense? It will continue over a period of time in the future. Okay. It means that sometime in the future we will be in the middle of an action. He be working all day tomorrow. That means he will be working all day tomorrow. That means when tomorrow comes also, he will be in the middle of this action of working. I'll be playing golf by the time you will come. By the time you come, I will be playing golf. I'm talking about the future. When that by the time you come, I'll be playing golf. So this is your future continuous tense in which you are using ing after work and ing after main verb play. This time next week, we'll be sitting on the beach. We will be sitting on the beach. That means I'm talking about sometime in the future next week when we will be sitting on the beach. We also use the future continuous tense for something that will happen as part of a routine. Something routine is something which is done on a regular basis. I'll be passing your house on my way back from home. That means I will be passing. That means this is your future continuous tense. In the future, when I am passing on my way back home from work, I'll be passing your house. Sanya and Alka will be cleaning the house tomorrow. Now, this cleaning of the house is considered as a routine. So, Sanya and Alka will be cleaning the house tomorrow is mentioned as a routine over here. Practice time. Use the future continuous tense to complete the sentences with few true information about what you will be doing at the time period shown below. Then pair up with your partner and write sentences guessing what you think your partner will be doing at the same time. The answers for this is given to you students. Please go through it. Next, we will try to understand what is future perfect tense. Now, whenever the word perfect comes, what do we use? We use have. Okay, will have or will have been. These are the words which are used for future perfect tense. Now, future perfect tense denotes that an action will be completed in the future before another future action takes place. Okay, that means there have to be two actions. One which will decide when the other action will occur. The verb expressing the previous future action is put into the future perfect tense. Please try to understand this carefully. The verb which is expressing the previous future action, that means the first action, okay, which contains the verb, that verb is put into the future perfect tense. You will understand it better with an example. The verb expressing the subsequent action. What is the subsequent action? The following action is put into the simple present tense. These are the only two things that you need to remember, that for sentences related to future perfect tense, you will have two actions which are happening. One is the future action which we are previously talking about, and one is something which follows that previous action. That means your subsequent action to a previous action in the future. And there will be verbs for both these sentences. So the verb which expresses the previous future action is put into the what form? It is put into the future perfect tense. And what about the verb which is expressing the following or subsequent action? It is put into the simple present tense. Only these two things, if you understand clearly, you will be able to do these future perfect tense exercises. I shall have written. Okay, I shall have written my letter before he comes. Now, what is the subsequent action? Subsequent action is I shall have written my letter. Now, this writing of the letter is depending on what? Depending on his coming. Okay, so one action is before he comes. Okay, and the other action that we are talking about is I shall have written my letter. Now, can you see here that this comes is used as simple present tense. I shall have written is used as your future perfect tense. Why? Because this is the verb expressing the previous future action. Okay, now you will have heard this news already. You will have heard this news already. They will have reached the station is one part of the sentence. Before the train departs is the other part of the sentence. So, this departs is your simple tense, whereas will have reached is the part of the future action which is taking place, that is in your future perfect tense. Will have reached. I hope you will have washed your hands before you come into the room again. There are two actions before you come into the room, and I hope you have washed your hands. The verbs are come and washed. Now, I hope you will have washed your hands is something expressing the future action. So that is put in your future perfect tense with will have. And the other one, which is a subsequent action, is your before you come into the room again is in the simple present tense. Nobody will have taken anything from you is the first part of the sentence. When you go home this afternoon is another part of the sentence. So depending on the previous future action, we have put will have washed, something which is going to happen in the future in the future perfect tense, and will when you go home. Go is the simple present tense. Okay. The performance will have begun. Okay. Something which will happen in the future is only when you get to the theatre. The subsequent action of the performance beginning when you get to the theatre. You will have met your father before I see you again. You will have met your father, one part of the sentence. Before I see you again is the other part of the sentence. Verb over here is see and verb over here is will have met. Okay. So how are they decided? They are decided basing upon your previous future actions and the subsequent action. Okay. Now, T, fill in the blanks with the future continuous or future perfect form of the verbs given in the brackets. The answers have been done for you, students. Please try to do it first on your own and then refer to the answers. This time tomorrow morning, Captain Neil and his crew will be leaving Earth and will be heading for the planet Mars. On the first day of the voyage, they will be orbiting the Earth every 20 seconds. Crew members Yuri Gagarin and Sally Ride will have checked all the instruments all day long to make sure they're working properly. They will not be taking it easy. By the end of the year 2044, they will have arrived on the planet Mars. They will have gone 100 million light years and yet they will not have aged even 1 year. What will they be doing about as they zip through space? I doubt it. Will they be frightened? I doubt it. They will be too busy. The captains say that by the end of the first week, they will have discover becomes discovered many interesting things about space and alien beings. So this is how you will approach this exercise. Now, the future perfect continuous tense. Continuous tense means ing is added to the main verb. Perfect means you will have added to it. So this future perfect continuous time shows that an action, whether it is finished or unfinished, has been in progress from some time. It has been in progress for some time. That means it is still undergoing some action. They will have been making preparation for the marriage for 2 months. They will have been making preparation. That means this action is not finished. It is either finished or unfinished. I will have been teaching you for half an hour when this lesson ends. You will have been learning English for 3 years by the end of this year. So, this action of teaching English is not finished. We shall have been playing for 3 hours when you get there. So, these are the kind of things that you have to remember, that an action, whether finished or unfinished, has been in progress for some time, like for 2 months, okay, like when for half an hour, for 3 years, and for 3 hours. Now, let us do practice sheet E based on fill in the blanks with a future perfect or future perfect continuous tense. Okay. My mom traveling for will have been traveling. This is your future perfect continuous tense for 2 days. Why? Because the time is given. Okay. By the time I see her, they'll be exhausted by dinner. They will have been playing. Again, this is future perfect continuous tense. How am I identifying it? Because there is ing with the main verb play, and will have been has been added. So this indicates that it is perfect tense for 7 hours. Now, will you have been working here for 10 years by the time the Christmas party begins? It's a 24-hour relay. They will only have run. This is your future perfect tense. Okay. For half the duration by 6 p.m. The teachers will have been striking. Strike has got ing added to it. So it is future perfect continuous tense because will have been indicates perfect. The films run all night. We will have been watching. Again, watch becomes watching. So continuous tense, and will have been where it is mentioned, it is future perfect. She'll still be weak. She will have undergone. This is just your future perfect tense. Harsh with his parents will have been touring the country for several days. Future perfect continuous tense. Why? Because tour becomes touring and indicates it is continuous, and will have been indicates that it is your perfect tense in the future. So this is how you will understand your expressing the future. Hope you like this explanation, students. If yes, please go through the playlists in my channel and go through the other videos. There are many videos related to your English grammar concepts and worksheets also, as well as in Hindi grammar and maths. Thank you, students. Kindly subscribe. All the best.